from the most watched station in Central Texas. This is KWTX News 10.
Thank you for joining us. A mistrial in the first Twin Peaks biker case. After about 15 hours of deliberations over 2 days, the jury came back deadlocked on all 3 counts against Christopher Jacob Carrizal. He is the first of 154 indicted bikers to head to trial for the 2015 shootout that left 9 dead at Waco's Twin Peaks restaurant. News 10's Rissa Shaw joins us live at the McLennan County Courthouse. And Rissa, a surprising decision by the judge. What's next?
What a day, no, what a month this has been. But even with the judge's ruling today, this case is not over yet. Around 2:30 this afternoon, the judge called the jury back into the courtroom. They said they were still deadlocked and more time wouldn't make a difference because some jurors just wouldn't budge on all 3 counts. This was a big surprise because earlier this morning they had all agreed on 1 count. But the judge told them to keep deliberating, and they took another step backwards. But it's a step forward for Carrizal, at least for now. This was a mistrial, not an acquittal, so his charges have not been dropped. They are still pending. But that's not what's on Carrizal's mind right now. After the ruling, his family, friends, and supporters embrace the man who's become a symbol for the biker community nationwide, his mother in tears as she left the courtroom.
Thank God. Thank God.
How are you feeling?
Thank God! Oh my gosh! Awesome.
Tell us why you're so happy.
My son is going home. My son is going home.
Home for now, but the president of the Dallas chapter of the Bandidos remains indicted on gang-related charges in connection to the deadly shootout. We're going to hear from attorneys on both sides of the case, including the woman representing Carrizal, Casey Gautreaux. Now, although Carrizal's side certainly sees this as a victory, it may be short-lived. We'll hear from District Attorney Abel Reyna coming up tonight at 6. Reporting live from the McLennan County Courthouse, Rissa Shaw, KWTX News 10.
And we're joined by attorney and our legal analyst for the day, Michelle Teagle. And we heard the jury agreed on maybe 1 charge, but not the other 2. Why couldn't a verdict have been reached and announced on the 1 charge?
Well, it sounds to me like there was at least 1 holdout on the jury. I'm not clear exactly what happened in that jury room, but I think if they couldn't be unanimous on all counts, the judge declared a mistrial, and so that means it's over for now.
So, mistrial, what does that mean? What happens next?
Well, really what happens at this point is it's back like it was in the beginning, and the case is pending. But as far as kind of the practical point of this is a win for the defense. This means that at least as to some of the counts, the state failed to prove their case. They couldn't prove their case to 12 jurors beyond a reasonable doubt, and in my book, that's a win for Ms. Gautreaux and for her client.
So we saw what happened here, mistrial declared. What has to change in order to reach a different outcome the next time around? What are some of the elements and factors that could change?
Sure. Well, I mean, a different jury will totally change the landscape of this case. But looking at these cases, now that the DA's office has had this problem and they weren't able to prove their case on all counts to 12 jurors, I would hope that they're really going to go back and look at this and decide whether it's really worth it to prosecute this individual and the others.
And this just kind of came to me, but because there's been so much exposure and so much attention paid to this trial, do you think that there will be a change of venue request at some point? Is that a possibility anyway?
I think that's certainly something that some attorneys are going to be looking at and requesting just because of the amount of coverage and the knowledge and information about the case, particularly in our community.
Okay, Michelle Teagle, we appreciate you today. Thanks very much. Tara?
Thank you, Justin. Hundreds of law enforcement agencies from across the country came together to give their final goodbye to senior DPS trooper Thomas Nipper. Nipper was killed in the line of duty November 4th when his patrol car was struck from behind by a Chevy pickup. News 10's Alex Cano has been covering the entire service from the church to his final resting place and has more. Alex.
To say the whole day has been emotional is a complete understatement. Just a few minutes ago, right behind me, Trooper Thomas Nipper was laid to rest, surrounded by those who knew him best. With 43 years of service, Trooper Nipper touched so many lives. The church ceremony began with a short biography talking about his life. That includes his love for his wife and his children, his love for the Cowboys, and just being around those who he truly, truly loved. But that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough words to be said about the extraordinary life of Trooper Nipper.
This man for whom we have this service today has already been honored in heaven. We honor him in this place. And today, dear family, with all that's within us, we want to assure you that one of the greatest things we can do for Tom Nipper is to be good to his family. And we promise you here, anything we can do, we will do it, doing God's work.
Trooper Nipper was killed in the line of duty November 4th when his patrol car was hit from behind by a pickup truck. Now, during his service, they talked about his love for video games, and actually they quoted a quote he lived by, and it's from his favorite character, Spock: "Live long and prosper." Rest in peace, Trooper Nipper. Reporting live from Belton, Alex Cano, KWTX News 10.
Thanks, Alex. Difficult day. The quick action of some people at the Veterans Day Parade in Waco may have saved several lives.
A car in the parade hit 3 people, and that's when some local heroes jumped into action. News 10 talked with one of them, and right now, John Carroll joins us live in the studio with our story. John?
Well, Justin and Tara, people lined the sides of Austin Avenue in downtown Waco this morning to watch the Veterans Day Parade when things went suddenly wrong between 8th and 7th Street on Austin Avenue, right in front of everyone. Somehow, a hot rod car being driven in the parade lunged forward and struck a husband and wife who were carrying a banner. It knocked them both down, and 3 bikers on the scene jumped in front of the car, holding it from going forward. But a third person, a man in his 70s, was then caught underneath the back driver's side wheel. That's when Justin Earl jumped into action as well.
As soon as it happened, I saw the car lunge forward, and I immediately tried to help the people off the front of the car. That's when I realized that the man was pinned under the back of the car, so I went to the back and tried to lift it up until he could wiggle out from under the tire. And then once he was out from under the tire, I just protected him from getting up against the exhaust.
Now that is Justin Earl, and we found out, yes, he was dressed down, but he is a Marine Corps reserveman, or actually recruiter. The man who was pinned underneath the tire for just a few moments and the woman who was hit by the front of the car were both taken to the hospital by ambulance, but witnesses on the scene and officers on the scene say their injuries were non-life-threatening. After first responders cleared the scene, the parade resumed. Justin?
And it's a very well-attended parade. It's the 94th year for that parade, one of the largest in the country with at least 3,600 participants. School bands, cheer and drill teams, and floats paraded along downtown Waco streets, along with veterans groups to honor those who've served.
We'll be right back.
Better buy from Benny, better buy from Benny, and you'll get a better buy. Benny's not a big city dealer, and that's exactly how his customers like it. Especially when they've ranked Benny Boyd lamp passes as one of the best in the state. The reviews speak for themselves. He's also not stuck in traffic all the time like the city boys, so he can easily deliver your new truck anywhere in Texas during our Black Friday sales event. That's Benny Boyd, y'all.
Being in a cooperative means having someone at your side, sharing the struggle and the rewards. As the largest agricultural lender in Texas, Capital Farm Credit returns most of our profits back to our borrowers. More than $500 million over the last 10 years. Whether you're a farmer, rancher, or rural landowner, we're all in this together. And together, we're better.
You've got to try Popeye's new $5 Smokehouse Boneless Wings. You get 6 wings, a side, and a biscuit.
That means it's good.
Well, Cajun Smokehouse has inspired me.
Is this hickory and pecan smoke? I thought it was pecan. Pecan. Pecan.
Either way, it's delicious.
Couldn't have done it better ourselves.
Everything okay back there?
Real good.
Hurry in for my new $5 Smokehouse Boneless Wings. Order your Cajun turkey today.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearing some new 2017 inventory. Today through Sunday. Bell County Expo Center Arena floor. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2017 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Today through Sunday. Bell County Expo Center, Belton. Free admission. Free parking. Call 1-888-SPA-SALE.
Long live the trucks with a strong Texas backbone, with a rear suspension that levels the loads, and you connect with an 8.4-inch touchscreen. They keep Texas firmly at the reins. Get a great deal on the trucks proven to last in Texas.
Get 0% APR for 72 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash, plus no monthly payments for 90 days on 2017 Ram 1500 models.
Everything is bigger in Texas, right?
Absolutely,
Right.
yes.
If you're talking about homecoming moms, the answer for one local senior is yes.
And yes, absolutely. Here's Julie Hayes with today's Tell Me Something Good.
Tara and Justin, the slogan for this year's graduating class at University High School in Waco is bigger and better. And there is one student who is proving that to be exactly true. Take a look at this. There's actually a person in this photograph, though she's kind of hard to see there in the back. Behind this giant homecoming mom is a University High School senior named Heaven Diaz. Heaven made this gigantic mum along with the help of her mom and her aunt, both graduates of University High School. It took them several weeks to make. The mum, by the way, cost nearly $500 to put together, but actually it has a lot of materials taken from the senior mums of her mom and her aunt. It weighed nearly 50 pounds, and because of its size, Heaven couldn't wear it in a traditional way like on the front of her shirt. Instead, she had to get a rope and some zip ties and wear it around her back, almost like a backpack.
I just decided, I was like, I mean, it's my senior year. I guess go big or go home. I wanted to be different too. I'm really like, I'll do things different a lot here. I like doing big things, I guess. And like as soon as I walked in, my friend was like all amazed and this and that, our drum major. And then one of my drumline buddies, he comes in, he's like, who made that poster? I was like, wow, okay. Yeah. And then everybody else, my teacher was like, this is just a walking mom. All I seen was a mom with legs and this and that, because I held it on my back, and so it kind of looked like a backpack almost. And because I didn't want to put it in front of me because, I don't know, I just didn't want to.
And then you couldn't see where you were going.
Yeah. I could see from like, if I had my head like right here, I'm like looking over it. But I also didn't want to like trip and fall either. Right. So it wasn't like, it was like gliding along, like if I had like a mermaid type dress or whatever.
Wow, now that is a mum if I've ever seen one. Heaven said making it as large as it was had nothing to do with trying to outdo anyone else, though she doesn't think she's ever seen one any larger. Instead, she says she wanted to show her school spirit and incorporate her family's university pride in order to do that. And in case you're wondering, the mom is still holding up just fine weeks after homecoming, and Heaven said that is because they used a lot of glue and duct tape. A whole lot of glue and duct tape. Reporting for today's Tell Me Something Good, I'm Julie Hayes.
Great story. Well, if you've got outdoor plans, plan for a reasonable chance for cloudy skies both days. Above average highs, too. Details are next after the break.
In 80 feet, drive over the river. In 200 feet, drive through the woods. In 40 feet, arrive at Grandma's house.
Hurry into the Jeep Black Friday sales event for great deals all month long.
Just announced, get 0% APR for 72 months plus $1,000 bonus cash and no payments for 90 days on a 2017 Jeep Cherokee. Or get $2,000 cash allowance on the 2018 Grand Cherokee Laredo, and Texas residents get an additional $500 bonus cash.
Staying connected to the ones we love has never been easier. We use technology more than ever to share love with those who mean the most.
Everywhere. Amazing.
Which is why Grande is now offering up to 200 meg internet and digital TV with over 200 channels, including HD, for as low as $79.99 per month. Click or call today. Imagine better with Grande.
Black tag pricing on every new Honda at Cleobe Honda. Over 250 new Hondas are marked with rock bottom pricing during Cleobe Honda's Black Tag sale. For a limited time, drive a new 2017 Honda Accord with zero due at signing for just $269 a month. $269 a month. Plus, get Black Tag deals with no payments for 90 days on every new Honda in stock. The Black Tag sale at Cleobe Honda, 3907 East Centex Expressway in Killeen, or CleobeHonda.com.
Hey, Dad, are you sure there's nothing on your Christmas list?
I'm just happy you're here.
This one's for Grandpa. And so are these. Merry Christmas, Dad.
Let's go fishing. This Christmas, for all for less means more.
News 10 weather brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers. Visit your local Texas Ford dealer today. Ford is the best in Texas. From KWTX News 10, the Weather Authority, here's Rusty Garrett.
Good afternoon, everybody, and happy Friday. I want you to know that as we move through the next couple of days, we'll likely see a lot more cloud cover than sunshine. And between now and early tomorrow, there actually could be a few little spots of drizzle in this overcast condition. But we did see just a peak or two of sunshine earlier today. As we look live over the Waco area, we see that the airport is still at the daily high of 63, and the winds are out of the south. Our overnight temperatures will only be dropping back into the lower to the mid-50s, so it's going to be a fairly mild night. And I do want to remind you, if you are going out early tomorrow, that there could again be some patchy fog and maybe a little mist, with those temperatures ranging between 49 and 53 degrees beneath cloudy skies. Let's do the 7-day forecast here. And again, tomorrow, I think we're going to see a fair amount of cloud cover. Tomorrow, the actual Veterans Day. And while they did have parades around Central Texas today, they may do the same thing tomorrow. The high getting pretty close to 70 both days this weekend, and mostly cloudy skies Saturday and Sunday. I think we'll see a spot or two of rainfall on Sunday, because there'll actually be a front that will either get down into our area and stall completely, or it will stall just to our north. So that's just a very low end chance. And look at the day-to-day warming trend next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, low to middle and upper 70s. So it looks like we're getting a little bit of a spring rebate in this fall season. Even our lows are going to be mainly in the middle 50s to the low 60s. By Thursday into Friday, 1 week from today, which by the way is Food for Families Friday, we'll have another front in the area, but still only slight chances for rain. So don't let the weather keep you from coming out and helping our 9 different sites across those 18 counties. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more news right after the break.
The original Sonic cheeseburger and onion rings for $2.99. The last time we ate this good for $2.99, we were in college.
No, I was in college. You were in denial.
Good school.
Now you can pair a cheeseburger or footlong coney with onion rings for $2.99. This is how you Sonic.
So the satellite went out last night in the rain in the middle of my show. I've had it. We're switching to Spectrum.
Wait, what? Honey? All right, you've got free HD and free primetime on demand.
Yeah, right. Free.
Yeah, it's free.
Get Spectrum TV with superior HD in any weather. Plus thousands of titles free on demand. Just $29.99 a month. Call 844-575-2999.
And you get 100 megabit Spectrum internet.
100? Is that even legal?
Shouldn't you get ready for work?
Get the fastest internet starting speeds for the price. Just $29.99 a month. Plus unlimited nationwide calling with Spectrum Voice. Call 844-575-2999.
Okay, you're all set.
Deal, huh? 1 year contract.
Nope. No contracts.
What happens on Maple Street stays on Maple Street.
Get Spectrum TV, internet, and voice for just $29.99 a month each with no contracts. Call 844-575-2999.
Like next level Chevy.
Looks like Chevy's been doing their homework.
Look at this.
The 2017 Chevy Closeout is on.
Can I have it?
I want one.
I'm buying this. You guys have a Chevy dealer around the corner?
Trade up to a Chevy car, truck, or crossover during the 2017 Chevy Closeout.
It's time to trade in.
The 2017s are going fast. Get 20% below MSRP on our most popular Chevy models, or use special closeout pricing to get over $7,000 below MSRP on this Tahoe. Chevy drives Texas. Find new roads.
Buy one, get one wings are the best.
Now, I love the taste of free.
To me, it tastes like my garlic Parmesan wings.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm just eating the free one. No harm.
Boneless wings are now buy one, get one free Thursdays, 5 p.m. to close. This is how you Sonic.
Many veterans would love to visit Washington, D.C. on an honor flight, a special free tour of memorials, all to say thank you, but some cannot make the trip.
All week long, we've been following Central Texans who did so recently, so you and your family can experience that journey too, right from home. Tonight, in the final part of our series, Flight of Heroes, we show you what happened on the final day of that trip.
How are you, sir? Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
These veterans have seen some spectacular symbols of America on this honor flight. Now they'll hear some.
This is historic Hangar 2.
At Joint Base Anacostia Bowling, a private concert by the United States Air Force Band and singing sergeants arranged by the 11th Wing for one reason.
To celebrate your service and say thank you.
Ho, ho, ho!
Oh, say, can you see? The colors are presented as the national anthem stirs souls.
But man, they're going to stand. They love their country and they love that flag. There'll be some that we haven't seen stand the entire trip.
Behind the conductor's baton, you'll find Colonel Arnold Gabriel leading a special performance as Conductor Emeritus of the United States Air Force Band. But decades ago, it wasn't a band Gabriel commanded, but a machine gun on the beaches of Normandy during the D-Day invasion. He was a combat gunner in the Army's 29th Infantry Division during World War II.
Destiny played a large part of my life several times.
So does an expert in life's trials and song think music has the power to heal?
Absolutely. Particularly the music we played today for the World War II veterans, the music of their era. I know I had a tear in my eye.
They carried on. They had a country to build. They had families to raise. And that's what they did. Not to say that they don't suffer from PTS. They do. We see that on the flights some 70 years later, that they still carry that with them.
2, 3, come on and join the Air Force, we're a happy band, they say. In all the old familiar places, perfect holidays.
That music kind of brings that whole trip together. And what a nice way to end it, because they're having great memories from the years past and what that music meant to them.
2 days of unforgettable experiences are coming to an end. Time for the 7:35 flight back to Dallas.
Currently 918 nautical miles to go. Should be getting into Dallas right on time.
But this isn't over yet. For a moment, they're 18 again, in their barracks for mail call.
Could I get your attention, please? My name is Charlie Bird, former scout of the U.S. Army.
This time, a young Iraq veteran is the one bringing kind words from home.
I can tell you, in Iraq, anytime coming in off of missions, mail is always an important thing. For all you veterans on honor flight, this is from friends and family in the community that are saying thank you for everything you've done for us. Bird, Brady, Jr., Army, Cold War.
Thank you, Kitty. I think I got about 100 cards and letters in my package. It's from his grandson in Waco.
This is wonderful.
Y'all are sure a special group of men and women. Can't wait to see you again soon. Love, Kelsey.
Well, this is heartwarming for all these letters that I've got here. For my younger generation, that's very encouraging.
We are very thankful, very thankful.
But it's pretty uplifting, and I'm honored that they are honoring me.
It's amazing what can change in 36 hours. The symbolic journey is complete with one last hug and handshake from the America they fought to protect.
I think the most common phrase that we hear from the veterans after they have a reception like that at the airports, at the memorials, I thought we were forgotten. And they feel remembered again. And I think that's probably one of the most beautiful things is they know that we aren't forgotten and they're honored.
Well, this is a great trip. It's a great honor for not only myself and my dad, but our family, and being around all these other veterans and their family. It's just a very humbling experience.
Be the host to receive the most lavish toasts. Make enough for seconds or thirds. Leave no plate unfilled and go big or go ho-ho-home.
Enjoy holiday cooking with holiday savings this week at H-E-B, when you get an incredible 20% off all slow cookers.
Introducing the new 2017 Toyota RAV4. It comes with standard safety features, like a pre-collision system, to help make up for mankind's apparent lack of any safety sense whatsoever. The 2017 Toyota RAV4, where safety is standard.
Right now, get $3,000 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR for 72 months on the adventurous 2017 RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
Better buy from Benny, and you'll get a better buy.
Benny's not a big city dealer, and that's exactly how his customers like it. Especially when they've ranked Benny Boyd lamp passes as one of the best in the state. The reviews speak for themselves. He's also not stuck in traffic all the time like the city boys, so he can easily deliver your new truck anywhere in Texas during our Black Friday sales event.
That's Benny Boyd, y'all.
Save thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa at a one-time event.
Today through Sunday. Bell County Expo Center Arena floor.
Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape.
Teach your kids to swim.
Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation and one day only. New 2017 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold.
Today through Sunday. Bell County Expo Center, Belton.
Free admission.
Free parking.
Call 1-888-SPA-SALE.
Automax is giving back to those who give the most during the Veterans Appreciation Event. Automax is making a donation for every vehicle sold and buying every customer a membership to the AUSA. Plus, we're giving you $500 more for your trade, the guaranteed lowest price, and a free warranty upgrade. We're even throwing in additional military discounts on all new vehicles. So hurry in today and drive home your dream ride for less than ever during the Automax Veterans Appreciation Event.
Perhaps a honey ham, tasty tamales, savory sides, and a delicious turkey aren't the main reason for the season, but surely it's a close second.
Get meals with more for less at H-E-B, with up to a 12-pound Riverside Grade A turkey free when you buy any of these H-E-B hams.
Here's the football forecast. If you headed out to one of the area stadiums, jacket weather with temperatures in the 50s, and it looks like kind of a cloudy to overcast weekend. There will be chances for some very light drizzle or light rain. Highs are going to be very warm, way out of character for autumn. Lows in the middle and upper 50s.
All right, sounds good, Rusty. Thanks very much.
All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. But first, join us at 6 and
CW12 News at 9. Have a great night.